25 minutes to kick off. We've been talking to shortly in the meantime. Enjoy the feed up the videos. Enjoy some refreshments inside the bar upstairs or downstairs. And we'll be back to your questions. Thank you.
Steps, sprints, everything. When these guys get shooting into their passing wheels, we'll do some work with the comms and that. We'll get all together. 45. Still not 9 minutes.
Copy.
That was the plastic. That's all that's left in the ground. It's just the synthetic plastic. How many companies? At the worst thing 2 weeks ago, he went to who's Cam? Who plays at Cam? He did GW. He did GW. He did 22 plays. And 90 minutes later, they expressed him to the airport to jump on the plane. He goes, fuck. He goes, on the plane, he goes, and I got up, he was. Oh, I don't know. Rockaby. He just matches Rockaby. I just love it. Comes over, what I said before, was a Rockaby.
Get started on the front foot, yeah? They're not going to wait for us to fucking start. Really good? Goes wide. Yeah, it goes in there. Yeah. Alright, let's go, lads. Unless you can, if you're going to go, you have to work around the top. Come check! There's one ball that went over.
Thank you.
Score update on the other ground while we're waiting for our game to kick off. Approaching full time at Melbourne City. Melbourne City 2, Bentley 5. 77 minutes gone with Altona. Altona Magic 2. Avondale FC 2. Half-time Huge City 2. Georgie's 1. So 2-1 at half-time at Huge City. Of course, our game at the kick-off of the other game is Sundance versus Oakley at 5:15 kick-off. We'll be back out here very, very shortly, 12 minutes away from kick-off for what promises to be a fantastic game this afternoon. Make sure you get your last-minute drinks ordered in, get some food into you, and we'll see you out of here in 12 minutes' time. Enjoy the day.
Help us level the playing field. Sign the parliamentary petition today to fuel the growth and fund the game.
Welcoming all the supporters from both respective sides. Once again, hope you have a very enjoyable afternoon. May the best side win today, as long as it happens to be Dandenong City really not here. Big thank you for the third time today. We can't say this enough. Our wonderful group of sponsors, R&D Group, Interspan, Continental Steel, Bronco Concrete, IBM Cranes, Broadbeck Australia, Bigness, United Forklifts, Instant Access, Omniform, EMS Steel Fixing, GP Electrical, Rabbit Tiles, CDC, People's Trading, Brooks Media, Big River Timbers, US Systems, Wood Bands and Talon Blue. Just before the boys come out, in 3 minutes time, let's go through the respective starting lineups once again. Global visitors, Preston, number 1, Ryan Scott, number 2, Dominic Polino, number 3, Jamal Ali, number 9, Jason Ramiro, number 10, Jonas Markowski, number 12, Jay Romanovsky, number 15, Matthew Bozanovsky, number 19, Oliver Triple number 20, Zach Gianchi, number 21, Daniel Lazarevsky, and number 27, Luke Levere. The home side, Dandenong City Haywood, we have the captain, number 5, Jack Webster, number 6, Harry Ashcroft, number 8, Jamie Latham, number 10, Pierce Waring, number 13, Valerie Chesney, number 15, Darko Renaba, number 17, Danny King, number 22, Kim Atherenos, number 23, Will Bauer, number 31, Matthew Barron, and number 38, Jackson Lino. See, that's 5 minutes away from the clock. Get your rolls, get your last little drinks, and we'll see you out here. Strap yourselves in, and hopefully have a fantastic afternoon.
Yeah, it's too late. Yeah, maybe I'll be able to. Yeah. Please, away.
Hey, how you going?
Ref. Who's reffing? Who's the central ref? Aussie, you like Bielsa.
Huh?
You like Bielsa now, huh? He's got the upgrade. I like to stay away from everyone else.
Round 25 of the 2026 NPL Victoria season, brought to you by Senol, brings us here to the Frank Holohan Reserve, where there is a tantamount clash between the Dandenong City and Preston Lions. Dandenong City right on the cusp of reaching the top 6, but they do need to win their final 2 games of the home and away season to try and reach the finals, while Preston Lions have been one of the dominant teams of the season. And even despite a couple of points deductions, they should be safe in the top 6. They'll want to finish the season strongly. And with a stacked schedule, they've already had to fight through some of it, and they've got more coming up with Australia Cup quarterfinals ahead. They'll want to impress ahead of the finals campaign, which gets underway in about 2 weeks from now. Great to be with you here on an overcast Saturday afternoon. Jordan Canellis with you for this clash between Dandenong City and Preston Lions. A brief look to the table as we set things up for today's clash. So Preston sit in 5th at the moment. Of course, they've had 9 points deducted from them through the season, but on the balance of things, they would have been about the second best team in the competition and do have a nice little buffer in the top 6. So their finals place is under very little threat at the moment, while Dandenong City, coming into this weekend, they were sitting in 8th on the table on 31 points. They were recently awarded a 3-0 default win for their what was a 0-0 draw on the night against Green Gully, but those extra couple of points has just helped Dandenong City's position in the race for finals. But they do need to make sure they win their last 2 games of the season, and they've got the 2 best teams in the league in the last 2 games of the season. Dandenong City, Preston here today, and then Oakley next week. So it is a tough task for Dandenong City. But if they're up to it, they'll prove again, just as they did last year, that they deserve to be in the top 6. Of course, making the grand final in 2025, losing to Heidelberg on the final day of the season. Can they make consecutive finals appearances? Dandenong City team having their photo taken pre-game, and we're only minutes away from this encounter beginning. Let's go to the lineups and have a look at the 2 teams. Starting off with the home team, who are in the white shirts with the blue shorts and socks. Dandenong City, an unchanged team from Nick Tolios' men. So Matt Maram keeps his position in between the posts as the goalkeeper. Vali Chesnik will start at right back yet again. 2 experienced centre halves, Jack Webster, the captain, and Gaku Inaba from Japan, while Jackson Lino is the left back. In midfield, Stanley Kim and Harry Ascroft have been the double pivot in the centre of the park. Jamie Latham will play ahead of them as the attacking midfielder. On the wings, Will Bauer and Tim Atharinos, and Pierce Waring starts as the striker for Dandenong City. While for Preston Lions, with that very heavy schedule, as I mentioned, Australia Cup games over the last 2 midweeks, with the round of 32, round of 16, which have navigated nicely into the quarterfinals for the midweek fixture ahead. They've had to rotate quite heavily. 5 changes for Zoran Markovsky's team. Aidan Bryce goes out of the team, not even in the squad today, as we get things underway from Frank Holohan Reserve. Zach Lisolaisky, Leighton Brooks, Sian Cuba, and Noel Bernardo also out of the team for Preston. Coming into the side, Matt Bozanovsky, Jay Romanovsky, Jason Romero, Daniel Lazarevsky and Jonas Markovsky all coming into the team today. So let's see how this game plays out with Preston in their all-reds kits from top to bottom. An early touch for one of the star men, Luca Tavia, rejoining the NPL Victoria competition mid-season after a brief spell with Perth Glory, scoring again last week, or during the midweek fixture, I should say, against Melbourne City. He's been in great form, which is to be completely expected of Luca Tavia. 3 goals in 8 games since his return. With a throw in here for Dandenong City meantime. Thrown in by Bauer. Over the head of Inaba. Goes back in again, Inaba. Webster's in there. Was he brought down? Waved away by our referee, Jock Quartermain today, who's overseeing this match. Jackson Leno will chase that one down. Touch for Maram. New South Welshman between the posts. Here is Jack Webster, 36 years of age, the skipper of Dandenong City. Now in the twilight years of his glittering NPL Victoria career, he's captain title-winning teams, playing out his final seasons at Dandenong City. Neat move from Lino. Here's Ascroft. Saw a lot of red shirts infield and ran out of room as well, Harry Ascroft. So the pressure got to him.
Lino, cut in front. Cut in front of him so he then can't go. Yes? Don't go back.
Throw in here for Jamal Ali.
Follow.
Loose pass from Ali. Webster gets things going quickly. Here's Atharinos. Nice touch. Ali ahead of him. Atharinos keeps on going. Plays the pass into the feet of Waring with his back to goal. Here's Danny Kim. Chesnick advancing down the right. He's got Chianchi right in front of him. Still he persists, Chesnick. And Chianchi did very well. Kept him to the sideline and a throw in. Chianchi keeps his position on the left side of Preston City's formation. Enjoyed a really good first season of NPL Victoria football, the 22-year-old. 25th appearance today, played it in every game so far, Chianchi. Thrown in, headed away by Bozanovsky. Brought down by Bauer. Latham set back in to the tall timber. Waring's header's a looping one, and for a moment there, Ryan Scott just had to make sure that he wasn't about to get bowled over, in which case he would have been fouled anyway, but takes a nice aerial claim. Bozanovsky. Romero dropping in. Jonas Markovsky starting on the right wing for Preston Lions. Daniel Lazarevsky through the middle. Jason Romero just playing off his shoulder, but it is Lazarevsky, the central striker today for Preston. Here's Markovsky near the corner flag with Lino right up against him. He's done well there, Lino. Preston win the ball back in the second phase. Ali, very cool. Towering centre half, Matt Bozanovsky. Pretty handy replacement when you want to rotate your back four. Aidan Bryce goes out of this team. Of course, all eyes for Preston, not only on the final series coming up in a couple of weeks, but the quarter-final of the Australia Cup coming up midweek on Wednesday against arch-rivals South Melbourne, which will be played at the Genus Steel Stadium at their home ground. Romero. Big pocket of space there to work into. No teammates around him. Runs into the dead end of Dandenong City. Bauer can't produce anything from it. Out on the far side, Romanovsky into the feet of Lazarevsky. Tavir leaves it. Chianchi. Tavir again. Drops the shoulder. Tavir. It swung a little bit from Luca Tavir. And Matt Marum knew that was going out.
Release the pass. You don't need to run with it. Jamie. In there. Just tell him release it.
First real attempts for Preston Lions. We'll bring you some around the grounds updates as well as we go on here today. A couple of results in the books already. A pretty mighty win earlier today for the Bentley Greens against Melbourne City. 6-2 victory for Bentley. Probably won't be enough to rescue them from relegation. Goal difference might be against them now. They are just a win inside the relegation zone. But even if they make up that game next week, it's going to be tricky. Chesnick. Tavir ran out of room. Webster goes direct towards Waring. Handily dealt with by Felino. Tavia leaves it, and there's a chance here for Latham to try and break the game open for Dandenong City. Ashcroft ahead of him, forced to play it backwards to Inaba. Kim. Inaba's got Lino and Atharinos to his left. Atharinos to Latham. Turns away from the midfield traffic. Dandenong City trying to pry Preston apart. Always hard to do. The best defensive team in the league this season, the Preston Lions. And in incredible form as well. Unbeaten in their last 12 games in all competitions. Last 10 games in the league. And of those 12 games, all comps, 10 of those have been wins. 10 wins, 2 draws. Last loss was at the end of May against Oakley in a 1-0 loss. Can they try and get it past the midfield zone here? The immediate answer to that is no. Throw in, though, for Dandenong City.
Just talk to the midfield. There, Johnny, there, yep. Talk to Ollie.
Good chasing from Luca Tavia. Burst of pace forces Dandenong City all the way back. Tavia again playing in the centre of midfield with Ollie Kubalay. We'll get into a lot of advanced areas over the course of the next 90 minutes. Atharinos, Markovsky ahead of him. Leno's advancing down that left touchline. Atharinos brings it inboard instead to Latham. Inaba into the circle for Danny Kim. Long crossfield ball from Kim. Didn't quite come off all that well. Didn't hit it as sweetly as he would have liked. And easy work for Jamal Ali to see it off to the byline. So the best the Preston Lions can do now in these final 2 games of the season is to try and get a home elimination final. As we know, they would have finished top 2 had it not been for the points deductions over the course of the season. Ooh, a little slip there for Matt Marin. Gets away with it. The next best thing then for Preston is to try and finish 3rd or 4th. That's what they're playing for here in the final fortnight of the season. Coming into the round in 5th position. So even though their place in the top 6 looks all but secured, they do want to win and get some points in the last couple of games. Try and play as many as they can at Gina Steele. Ascrofts. Nice looking ball, just a little tall there for Chesnick. Off his head and out for a goal kick. As I mentioned, Preston Lions are the best defensive team in the league, conceding just 18 goals this season. The next best is the league leading Oakley with 21, and then after that it is Dandenong City with 29. So number 1 and number 3 best defensive records in 2026. And the most clean sheets as well, goes without saying, for Preston with 12 for Ryan Scott. They only played a half of football midweek against Melbourne City. Mayen came on, the backup goalkeeper for his first appearance of the year. The race is on between Leno and Markovsky. Leno wins the race and shows his strength to play it towards Webster. He's outnumbered 2-1 in the next phase, Jack Webster.
Hey, Leno. Yeah, I'll tuck in a bit.
Sevilla open things up for Romero, and now they can attack here and start to commit numbers forwards. Romanovsky at left back today. Kubalay back to Romanovsky. Chianchi. Can't get away from the chasing Chesnick. And neither team really able to penetrate the final third with any great regularity. We've had a momentary entrance from Dandenong City and then the Luca Tavia shot a couple of minutes ago, but both teams locked at the moment. Nice move from Ali, plays it in towards Romero, and Marum came out to close off the angles. The ball goes out for a corner, and there's players sprawled everywhere. Matt Marum's on the ground, and Jock Quartermain has called for the physios immediately after that coming together. Jamal Ali, Danny Kim was in there as well, but the goalkeeper has worn the worst of it. He's got his face all scrunched up at the moment, Matt Marum. Looking a little dazed, so it'll have to be a HIA of some sort. Don't know whether it means he's going to come off or just how bad it was. Doesn't seem to be any immediate concern about Matt Marum. And we're good to go. Corner for Preston. Luca Tavia stands over it. Tavia plays it in short to Ali. Tavia sends it in. Not cleared. Webster nods it on. Aetherinos taps it on, and now there's a break here for Dandenong City. It's a 2 against 1. If Aetherinos plays the pass nicely, they might be in. Here's Latham. Preston rushing back. Latham's one out right now and just holds possession. Preston scrambled back well. The pass from Aetherinos towards Latham was just a bit behind the Welshman. Can they try and restart the momentum? Headed away. Comes out to Ascroft, who slices that shot. And you won't want to see the replay of that one. Out for a goal kick. First proper break for Dandenong City. A few of their prime gallopers were just left a bit short in that break. Probably would have liked Waring. There's that Chesnick bombing up. Here's Tavia skipping through the traffic, tiptoeing through the Dandelions. And now it's Jonas Markovski. And now it's Preston's turn to break. Markovski goes himself straight at the goalkeeper. And off Webster. Out for a goal kick.
DK!
Took a touch off Markovski last.
DK! End it!
Well, now the game starts to break open a bit more. This is better. Better for the neutral. I'm sure Dandenong City and Preston Lions fans alike don't like seeing their defence unstitched like this, but if you're not a supporter of either team, this is pretty good. Romero. Gianchi. Romanovsky on the underlap. Still with Romanovsky. Get some support in the shape of Romero. Head down, charging forwards. Tavia. Away to Markovski. Ali. Tavia looking for the right ball in. Plays it into the feet of Ali. Shuffled aside to Romero. Worked in by Kubalay. And out for a goal kick. The target was Lazarevsky. Couldn't quite wrap his foot around it. Daniel Lazarevsky, the 20-year-old, former Melbourne Victory youth player. With rich history at this club. His father, Nick, was a fan favourite of the Preston Lions, and he looks to continue the legacy here in Preston's red. Just his 4th appearance since joining the team mid-season. Can he score a goal before the season's out? In the league, he's done it in the cup. Brave from Marum. Well worked in the end by Marum and Inaba to get it away from the Preston pressure. Now the challenge is to try and maintain possession in midfield, which they do.
Go, Lino, go, Lino.
Bauer has switched wings on the left now.
Here, here. Lino, don't come. What are you coming out?
Bauer again. Leno skips out of the way. Goes to the outside, Bauer. Ali's there with him. And good defending from Jamal Ali, which is not the first time you've said that about Jamal Ali.
He's
gone straight away. He's gone straight away. He's happy with it.
Plenty of consternation from the Dandenong City dugout about whose ball that should have been from the sideline. Or if there indeed was a foul before it went out. Latham. What players starting to line up in the area. It's not a good touch from Atherinos. They might have. No, they've not rescued the situation there, Dandenong City. They'll keep the numbers up though and win it back. Kim. Atherinos. Oh, neat work from Bauer. That was lovely. Now to Atherinos again. Cuts it back. And the side-footed attempts from Latham just skims wide. That was really good build-up from Dandenong City. And Preston will try and build up from the last line. Here's Chianchi. There was a late challenge that came in from Latham. Not once but twice on Chianchi, who goes over. The referee comes over to inspect the damage. Probably wasn't a lot in it really, but the foul was there. Here's Chianchi, back up and going. Severe receives it from Bozanovsky. Works it away to Markovsky. Gets the call from Romero to go. Here is Romero. Got dragged back. And the yellow card's been shown as well to Jackson Leno. He goes into the book. Two very good fullbacks playing down this broadcast side in the first half. Jackson Leno, the left back of Dandenong City. Jamal Ali, the right back of Preston. Leno in the book. Set piece. Luca Tavir stands over it again. Bozanovsky and Chianchi and Romero in prime position to make the back post charge.
He's not in the right spot anyway! Make it up as you go, Jock!
Sent in by Tavir, back post. Dealt with by Bauer. Recycled by Romero. He's got Webster backpedaling. Drops the shoulder, opens up the yard, Romero. Back post, cross comes in, and Bozanovsky's header is just over the crossbar. Getting closer, Preston.
How is that even possible? He's on the bloody touchline and he's taking it 5 metres inside the ground. It's a better position. No, but
Dandenong City's defence has done pretty well through the first quarter or so of this match to most of Preston's attempts from outside the area.
Did you see where the foul was?
Preston there for the first time really from inside the 18-yard box, getting something towards the Dandenong City goal.
Okay, so at some stage you've got to have, if he's not calling it, you've got to step in front of the play and say, sorry, bring it back.
Flicked on by Chianchi, and he chases his own ball as well, showing great toe. Chesnick there with him, and Chesnick matched him.
Oh, so if I just have a ball and put it somewhere else and the ref hasn't seen I can just play, you guys do nothing, and the linesman nothing. Come on. Yeah, at the end of the day, it is. No, but as you know, you can't. Then you say no job. You just going to.
Naram takes the touch. Webster
That's where you've got to insist.
spots the pass to Latham. That was well hit by Webster.
Maddie, well done,
Pumped forward by Ascroft. Bow puts a bit of physical pressure on Ali. It falls nicely for Atherinos. Looking for Waring. Tries to touch it back and curl his way around the defence. And the follow-up attempt from Latham curls over towards the grandstand. It takes them a bit of effort to get into the final third, Dandenong City, but once they're there, they know what they're doing. There's been some quick interplay around the edge of the box. Waring's found it a little tricky to try and face goal as he backs into the centre halves. That's how you got to be, right on the edge when you're playing Preston. Romero. Tavia. Ali. Gets around Kim. And sprinting. Edge of the box for Lazarevsky. Webster chases him down. Kubalay. Turns to face forwards and takes the contact. And handled the outnumbered 2-1 very well, Ollie Kubalay. Free kick coming up from a dangerous area for Preston. Four-man wall for the goalkeeper, Matt Marum. Tavia will take the free kick. It dips late. Not a bad attempt from Luca Tavia. Just couldn't quite get it to dip enough. Perhaps started it too high. Around the grounds, a goal in the second half for George Cross means that they currently level 2-2 with Hume City. Had been Hume City leading 2-1. A point or a handful of points for George Cross will make the equation a little tougher for Dandenong City in these last two games to try and break into the top six. Hajduk fans will be hoping Hume City can score in the remaining time. There's still 20 minutes left in that game. Eyes everywhere in the final fortnight of the season to see how the standings shape out at the end. Who's going into the finals and who misses out. There is a world in which both grand finalists from last year miss the finals, Heidelberg and Dandenong City, which would be utterly remarkable. Latham. Possession game definitely has been Dandenong City's. Inaba. Webster. Looking for Lino, who's gotten a long way forwards, the fullback. Well dealt with by Kubalay. Inaba brings it back in Dandenong City's possession. Here's Latham. Out-muscled by Tavia. Ball left for Atherinos. Wriggles his way forwards. His strike was charged down. Ascroft.
we go, Johnny. Stand him up. Stand him up.
He's wearing.
Well done, good boys. Now we're working, Gemma. Good.
Bauer had an air swing at that. Swing and a miss. Bozanovsky. Ali. Waring's getting busy now around the final third. Good pressure from Dandenong City. Keeping it in their final third. Atherinos. He and Bauer, who started on either wing, now playing on the same wing, creating overloads on the near side, putting more pressure on Jamal Ali and the right side of Preston's defence. Set themselves up here, Dandenong City. Long throw in. Sent all the way in and headed away by Kubalay, on by Markovsky. Inaba knocks it forward. And Kubalay punches that one low and hard out of play. Good period here for Dandenong City. Not Danny Kim's best, and Romero out-muscled. And frustration growing from the Dandenong City side of things here as they're believing that calls are going against them. Sevilla to Felino. Versatile defender, unsung player in this Preston Lions team. Gets it again, Felino. Ali being kept busy. Chested down by Markovsky. Inaba straight back to Maram. Gets under that one. Ashcroft, Felino. Webster. Controlled by Tavia. Sees off the challenge of Ashcroft. Nice pass to Lazarevsky. He faces forward Lazarevsky. He's inside the area. He's got 5 around him. He runs into the dead end. Oh, it was an awkward pass from Maram. Very shallow. Preston have got it again. Here's Tavia. What's the right pass to play for Tavia? Still making up his mind. Draws Bauer away.
Go. Up. Good.
Preston trying to drain the momentum away from Dandenong City after that sustained period in the final third. Now it's the Lions' turn. Tavia. He's got 2 on the left, Gianchi and Romanovsky. The latter gets it. No, it's a bad pass from Romanovsky, straight to Ashcroft. Very ordinary. Athletic chest down from Waring. Bauer. He might have the better of Kubalay here. Kubalay's not slow. Bauer's ball in is just a bit short. Atherinos falls to Waring. Ali's with him. Waring turns. The strike hits the back of Bozanovsky's leg, who's just gone up and starts hobbling away after it. That's hit his ankle. Did his job defensively, but paid what price here, Matt Bozanovsky. Moving a little gingerly there, the centre half. Almost went to ground there, Matt Bozanovsky. That's a bit difficult to gauge just how serious this is. So it wasn't, he didn't cop a hit from another player. Physically, it was the ball that hit the back of his leg, Bozanovsky. Seems to have taken a bit of a toll on him, though, the 195-centimetre centre-back. This allows a chance for the teams to come over and take on some water, get an updated message from the gaffer. Is this a hydration break? Not quite. It would be remiss of me to not also mention that Dandenong City have been deducted points this season, so it makes their plight towards the top six a little trickier, stemming from the 2025 grand final. Mentioned Preston's a couple of times, so stay unbiased, and mention Dandenong's as well, so that's made their position a little more awkward here in the last 2 weeks. Those 4 points would have been really handy right about now for Dandy City. Right on the cusp of the top six. A 2-0 win for Avondale earlier today. Still 2-2 between Hume and Georgie's. And the Cannons already have a 1-0 lead over Dandenong Thunder. Just 20 minutes into that game. Bozanovsky's ready to enter the field of play once the referees allow him to do so, and he's come back on. And here he is. Bozanovsky. Ali. Flicks it down the sideline to Markovsky. Right idea with the 1-2 between Markovsky and Lazarevsky. Didn't quite get the execution. The pirouette and turn from Markovsky didn't quite come off for him. Bauer pings it across to Atherinos. Brings it down 2 against 1. Atherinos battling away and doing well in tandem with Chesnick. Here goes Atherinos inside the area, and the strike on the angle was never the realistic opportunity there for Dandenong City. Good endeavour shown by Atherinos. In hindsight, might have been better to try and square it up. Can't fault the intent, though, from either team. Atherinos again on that far side, using his pace, putting pressure on the Preston back four. Scott plays it short to Kubalay. Romanovsky. Chianchi. He's bowled over by Chesnick. Fairly, says the referee. Pushed out of play by Romanovsky. This is the 9th time these two sides have met in their histories. Dandenong City have never beaten Preston. 3 draws all up and 5 Preston Lions wins in all competitions. Doherty Cup and NPL football, NPL 2 as it was known when they met a couple of years ago in that competition before the name change, and then last season in this division. Their meeting earlier this year in round 12 was a 1-0 win. George Michaelides scoring in the 19th minute. Opportunity for Dandenong City in this first half. A corner coming up for the home team. Jamie Latham will take it. Sends it in flat to the back post. Webster's there. The header is on target, but not a lot of power behind it. Easy pickings for his old Bentley teammate Ryan Scott, who throws it out towards Markovsky on the right wing. Tries to chop it back from Webster, who's done exceptionally well to track all the way back and cover off the lane of Markovsky. Might be 36, Jack Webster, but still knows how to move around a football field. Knows every blade of grass of every pitch in Victoria, I'm sure. Here's Tavia. Stands the ball up very high to the back post, a bit too high. Preston have to restart this attack down the right now. Kubalay.
Runner, lean on, open your body.
Bozanovsky.
Pierce, stay there, don't even out. Pierce, stay there.
Loose pass from Kubalay, uncharacteristically. Break never quite eventuated for Dandenong City, so they'll have to play a bit of build-up now from the midfield third. Neat pass to open up things from Kim to Bauer. Aetherinos on the left. Cuts inside, Aetherinos. The shot takes a heavy deflection off the heel of Ali. From this angle, looked like it would have been on target, but getting in the way was the fullback of Preston. Thrown in by Lino. Dandenong City leave this, which they do. It'll be a corner. Timothy Aetherinos coming across to take it. He's been their leading goal scorer this season with 7. 5 assists to go with that as well. Also leading the way in that category for Dandenong City. Can he get number 6 here? Aetherinos, the corner comes in, straight into the hands of the goalkeeper, Ryan Scott. Goes with a drop kick, controlled release out towards Chianchi. Just stepping out of play. Product of Bulleen and Avondale's youth teams, Zach Chianchi, the left winger.
6 points. That's another 6 points.
Thrown in. Chianchi again, dragged down by Chesnick. Foul every day of the week. Latham buzzing around in defence for Dandenong City. Bozanovsky plays it forwards. Around the corner from Kubalay. Retrieved by Lino. Aetherinos. Moves it centrally to Waring. Threads it in towards Latham. Too heavy from the striker. It's hard to tell who's really got the upper hand in this first half. It's been pretty even. You might say just because of the possession and maybe the last 10 minutes or so, how many times they've started to get into the final third. Dandenong City might just be edging this one. But having said that, every time Preston look hungry, they are a threat. They can click through the gears very quickly, the Lions. Curled forward by Romanovsky, over the head of Lazarevsky. Swept up by Chesnick. Out off Bauer. Romanovsky exhibiting his versatility by playing at fullback today. Can play on the wing, can play in the central area as well. Being utilised at left back. Here comes the press from Preston. Lino. Ascrofts. Feels like every pass is walking the tightrope when Preston start to press forward. For Lino. Will we get a goal right before half-time? It will be a big upper hand if someone can break through before the break. Bozanovsky. Scott puts his foot through it. Knocked forward by Webster. Cute from Romero. Ali. Telegraph straight to Lino. Nice take by Latham. He's got a bit of space. Starting to get some support now from Aetherinos. He's got 3 waiting in the box. Aetherinos continues on. His ball in, takes a deflection. And maybe just held it too long. Here's Romero now. Barreling ahead for the Lions. Tavir in support. Moves it to Lazarevsky. Leaves it for Romero. Away to the right to Markovsky. Can't quite drop the shoulder. Tavir's attempts is blocked. Aetherinos tracking back. Oh, it's a loose one. Here's Ali. And they were just betwixt and between there, Preston, at the very end.
Matty, relax! Give him a breather!
Defensive scrambling from Dandenong City means they keep their sheet clean. Exactly what I was talking about before, though. As soon as they want to get into 5th gear, Preston, they can. Hearts in the mouths of Dandenong City supporters in that phase. Hooked out of play. Long throw in for Dandenong City. Inabar flicked on. Cleared away by Ali. Cool as always. Side footing that one away. Romanovsky's header doesn't clear the area. Bauer coming forward. Now to Latham. Cuts it back. Through the traffic. Ali, Bozanovsky away. Preston, can they counter? Gets broken up in midfield. Now there's a possibility. Tracking back was Inabar. Stuck a foot in there to apprehend. And the ball forward is a loose one. Got to be careful there, Dandenong City, of those moments. Cleared away by Maram.
His linesman goes the other way, but he fucking makes his own decision again. Always against us. Always.
Dandenong City have kept clean sheets in their last 3 games. 0-0 draw a couple of weeks ago against Green Gully, which I mentioned off the top was overturned into a 3-0 forfeit win for Dandenong City. Gully fielding an ineligible player that day, but nonetheless it was a clean sheet on the day in the 90, and then a 3-0 win over Dandenong Thunder and a 2-0 win over Altona Magic, their last 2 results. They have dropped results recently, though, to relegation-bound teams, losing 2-1 to Bentley a couple of weeks ago, and they would have liked to have won on the day against Gully. As it turns out, didn't really matter in the end. We've got the 3 points on that day, but still, little faults. Latham sends it in. 2 minutes of additional time has been shown by the 4th official before half-time. Tavia just takes possession any way he wants it. Over to Lazarevsky. And broken up by Danny Kim. Excellent defensive midfield work. Waring. He's got 2 in the middle. Webster's one of them. Waring still has it. Aetherinos. Kim looks up, plays it in. Touch to the side by Webster. Still goes Webster. Wins it back off to Via. Aetherinos. Leaves it for Lino. Keeping the numbers up here, Dandenong City. Aetherinos still. And trying to twist his way away from Romero. To no avail. Tavia across to Chianchi. And they stream forward here, Preston. Romanovsky and Bauer does well. Well, just about every Dandenong City player has pretty much fulfilled their defensive duties, tracking back and breaking up attacks. Bozanovsky's header back to his goalkeeper only just reaches Ryan Scott. There's 2 minutes nearly up. Jamal Ali.
Stay in there, Pierce. Stay in there. Jimmy, good.
Bozanovsky. Dom Felino.
Jamie, you can come. Jamie, don't go. Jamie, stay.
And Preston see off the last few seconds of the first half. And so after 45 minutes, no goals yet to speak of, but a game full of heart. Season on the line stuff here for Dandenong City, who need to get results in these last two games. 2 wins, really, ideally, for Dandenong City to get into the top 6. And so this game is still alive for them. Top 6 hopes are still alive for them. Mind you, we are keeping eyes on results around the grounds. We'll bring you up to pace with all of that very shortly. Preston Lions, they are finals bound, but they'll be wanting to finish at least 3rd or 4th to host a home elimination final. So that's what's on the cards for them. They came into the round in 5th, which would see them play away in the first week. Maybe that doesn't matter for Preston. That's how confident they might be, but they want to play at Genus Steel in any result possible around the grounds. It is Hume City who have taken a 3-2 lead over Caroline Springs George Cross in the 92nd minute. So there is a little window there for Dandenong City. Half-time from Frank Holohan Reserve. It is scoreless after the first half.
just got to get themselves out of the bound, the social club, got themselves in to the goals in the second half.
That's fucking buggy mine, mate. That's 3 points. That's 3 points.
Second half underway here from Frank Holohan Reserve between Dandenong City and Preston Lions. No goals from the first 45 minutes. What will we get here in the next half of football? There is a bit to play for here for both these two teams. Plenty to play for Dandenong City, who are on the cusp of the top six and need to get wins in their next two games here today, firstly, and then against Oakley Cannons next week. So effectively the two best teams in the league to finish the season for Dandenong City. Last season's runners-up, will they be making or missing finals? And for Preston, they look like they will be making finals, but will they host in the first week of finals? That is the question. There's been one change at half-time. There's a long-range attempt from Harry Ascroft to get the second half underway. One substitution. Luca Tavia has come off for Preston Lions, and I think that pretty much spells the intentions of Zoran Markovski and the coaching staff at Preston, keeping one eye not only on this NPL season but also the Australia Cup. There is a big quarter-final match coming up on Wednesday against South Melbourne, so taking Luca Tavia off to get him ready for that. Cross comes in here for Preston. Shot on the turn from Lazarevski, didn't catch it. Straight through to Matt Marum. Jordan Canellis with you here. 2026 NPL Victoria season brought to you by Senol, round 25. Should also mention who came on, I suppose, for Preston Lions. Sian Cuba is on in place of Luca Tavia. He has gone straight into Tavia's position as well as a central midfielder, the number 80 for Preston. So like-for-like swap structurally for Zoran Markovski. Ollie Kubalay gets taken to ground by Timothy Atherinos. Here's Webster. Atherinos. Loose touch from Chesnick. Lazarevski plays it in. Markovski, who had three chasing him down, strikes it into the scrambling defence of Dandenong City. A few loose passes in midfield there from Dandy City. Lazarevski again getting his shirt pulled left and right. Keeps the play alive. Ali turns it over, and the flag has gone up on the far side. Around the grounds results, that score between Hume and George Cross has been finalised. A 3-2 win for Hume City. Winning goal coming in the 92nd minute for Hume, and so that keeps the gap at a reachable distance for Dandenong City, because Georgies and Heidelberg are the two other teams in the immediate region of the fringe of the top 6. That's who City are in direct competition with. So right now it's George Cross who are in 6th on 35 points. They stay on 35 points as a result of that last-minute loss to Hume City. Heidelberg, who play tomorrow against South, are on 34, and Dandenong City on 32 right now on the live ladder, with this game sat at 0-0. That's how close it is. So there's, 3 points separating those 3 teams live. Gianchi. Romanovsky. Romero. Kubalay. Romanovsky continues his run. He's done well. He's towing a few along with him as well from Dandenong City's defence. Chianchi hasn't quite got the better of Chesnick when it's come to the one-on-one physical stuff. He's got the pace. Bad giveaway by Hajduk. Here's Romero. Inaba heads it away. And now Bauer. He's got Waring in front of him. Waring starts to move forward. There's not a lot centrally. He's got Jamie Latham hovering at the back posts. Waring decides to go himself, and again, not for the first time, his shot has been charged down, this time coming off the back of Dom Foligno. Setting up for the long throw in from Bauer. Sends it in, low and flat, giving Preston a little bit of trouble, but not too much. Here's Cuba. Gets chased out of his defensive third. Plays it into Kubalay, lifts it down the right sideline, out of play. Doherty Cup champions, Preston, a couple of weeks ago, beating Heidelberg 3-1, their first Doherty Cup trophy in 34 years. Luca Tavia, who was only fresh on the scene at Preston, winning the Jimmy Mackay medal for man of the match on that day. Bauer has some space to work with, sees a little opening in the bottom corner and nearly threads it in. It just swings off target. Ryan Scott wasn't taking any chances, threw himself down at the bottom corner. Some ways out there, Will Bauer, but saw a glimmer of light there in that bottom corner and went for it. Off the shoulder of Lazarevsky. 16-year age gap between Lazarevsky and Webster. Danny Kim retrieving possession again for Dandy City. Gets it back from Latham. Ascrofts. Way overhits that, Harry Ascrofts. Play's going to be stopped just for a second as Jonas Markovsky has sat himself down. And so Jock Quartermain, our referee, calls the Preston physios over to see what the issue is. Isn't apparently obvious to me what the issue is actually from Jonas Markovsky. He's got his the sock on his right leg rolled down to the ankles, so clearly something there. On the bench for these two teams, for Dandenong City, the backup goalkeeper is Pierce Clark. They've got Jack Paraich Cullen, who can come on. Corey Sewell as well, two defenders. Wade Decker is there on the bench. And then some youngsters, Matt Giovku and Stasi Georgakopoulos, that can be called upon from Nick Tolios. While for Preston, their bench, the backup goalkeeper is Mayen, but then they've got Naoki Suto they can call up. Anthony Burke-Gilroy, who's joined the team in the last couple of weeks in the mid-season window, former A-League player. Noel Bonada, who was rested today, started the last game, but is on the bench right now as they continue to rotate. Sian Cuba has already come on, and right on cue, John Albano is about to make his appearance here now as Jonas Markovski has been taken out of the game. No further risks taken. And John Albano comes on. Lazarevsky. Now he's gone to ground. And his foot trodden on.
Drop the line, PC, drop the line, PC.
No changes yet for Dandenong City.
Narrow now.
Bozanovsky. Kubalay. Expansive pass down the right. Didn't quite reach his intended target in Chianchi, who's gone to the right wing here in the second half with John Albano coming on. Aetherinos steers it across midfield. Chesnick goes down the right towards Bauer, cutting inside. Reverse pass back to Chesnick. Dandenong City building up and stabbed away out of defence by Preston. That was the clearing touch of Jamal Ali. Attacking the space on the right side with purpose, Dandenong City. And now they'll load up another long throw in, which they've done a couple of times tonight already, and has been something of a feature of Will Bauer on the wing this season. Launches that one in, headed away by Bozanovsky, using every centimetre of his height. Here's Latham, sends it in, cleared away by Ali. Romero's in there, gets tagged by Latham, and the follow-up swings way wide by Aetherinos, but referee might have called that one off anyway. A foul in the build-up on Jason Romero. Ali. Kubalay. Danny Kim was dragged to ground. In fact, it wasn't Danny Kim, I beg your pardon. On the far side, it was Gaku Inaba, the centre back.
Resting.
Sent forward by Latham. Danny Kim follows up. Comes together with Kubalay, and he's going to win himself a foul here. Danny Kim. And Dandenong City will have a set piece coming up. Could ask the question, was that a foul or was that just a 50-50 ball?
Yes or no? There's a ball. It's on the other side. You want it or not? It's not here. You want it?
You can argue until the cows come home, but the reality is it is a free kick here for Dandenong City, and so a really good chance in a very dangerous area. And Dandenong City do need goals. They can't sit back and try and play for a point, because when you're trying to make up that gap that I mentioned earlier, got to win games, got to score goals. That is the outline over the next, game and a half a game here and then one more next week to end the home and away season for Dandenong City. Jamie Latham and Will Bauer stand over the free kick. Ryan Scott sets up his wall. 4 in it for Preston. It'll be Latham's free kick, and it swings down low, and Ryan Scott gets his whole body behind it. Tricky free kick around the wall, and Ryan Scott would have seen that late but read it really well. Good stop from the goalkeeper. And still, we are yet to see a goal in this game. The tension will increase through the second half. Aetherinos. Webster. Inaba. Marum. Spots Bauer at the corner of his eye. Wins the aerial battle. Latham. Skips away from the Albano challenge. Back to Latham again. Waring. Chesnick. Bauer. And stabbed out of play by Romanovsky. And now Dandenong City again will set themselves up for the long throw. Tall targets move forwards. Inaba is there in the 6-yard box. Webster buzzes around the back post. Throw comes in. Again, Bozanovsky gets up and gets to it first for Preston. Webster collects it. Sent back in by Bauer to the back stick. Chesnick lurking. Headed away by Ali. One back by Chesnick. Aetherinos. Got 3 Lions for company. Latham. Sees Aetherinos down the line. Works it into the box. Inaba's attempt wasn't a bad effort for a defender. Had the right idea, just didn't quite connect with it. And we're back to where we started. A goal and a lead for Dandenong City will change the shape of the table. The ball comes in. Was there a hand in there from the throw-in? Jock Quartermain waves it away instantly, and in the follow-up, Ryan Scott collects it and then tries to release the pressure valve with a quick release. And a lovely pass from midfield, and now Preston are on. No, they're not. The flag goes up. That would have been a tight call from the linesman. John Albano was off to the races. He was one-on-one with the goalkeeper, but the flag went up very quickly. Acute vision from the assistant referee. And all the air drained out of the Preston fans who have made the trip down from the northern suburbs to the southeastern corner of Melbourne. Aetherinos. And now Dandenong City wind up. Latham hits a dead end in the shape of Jamal Ali. Well, offside though it was, it would have been a jolt to the system for Dandenong City.
Stay. Finish the action. Organise. Charges. Resisting.
Another substitute being readied by Dandenong City. Noel Bernard is about to come on. Throw in here from Dandenong. Webster, again, they claim a handball. And now Preston will make that change. Noel Bernarda is going to make his way on. And they're making a double change, actually. Anthony Burke-Gilroy is coming on as well. Jay Romanovsky and Daniel Lazarevsky are coming off. Zoran Markovsky has made 4 substitutions. Nick Tolios yet to make 1 for Hajduk. Bauer. Well, this second half has pretty much been all Dandenong City, it feels like. Need to capitalise, though. Can have all the possession and attempts in the world, but will count for nothing if you can't score and take a lead in the case of Dandenong City. Preston will be hoping for the inverse of that, coming together between Ascrofts and Romero. Bozanovsky into Cuba. Ali. Bozanovsky again. Comes across to Burt Gilroy on the left. Well done by Cuba. Saw off Latham. Can't beat Chesnick. Chesnick has to retreat to find safety. And then double backs. Ascroft. Lino. Ascroft again. You can feel the urgency starting to rise here as the second half continues on. Still plenty of time remaining for both teams, but don't want to leave it too late with, as I mentioned earlier, season on the line for Dandenong City. The loss pretty much counts them out of 2026. A draw, they're right on the cusp. The win keeps them in it. Turn their season around as well, Dandenong City. Started with just 3 wins by mid-May. 3 wins, 4 draws and 6 losses, so 3 from 13 was their winning record in the first half of the season. Since then they've gone 6-2-3, so they've had a big second half of the campaign. And that is a big, wide, ugly shot from Jamal Ali. That's actually gone over the grandstand, over the Filipovic stand here at Frank Holohan Reserve. New ball needed. We found a football. I wonder how many footballs are on the roof of that Filipovic stand. Headed away by Burt Gilroy. Rolled off the shoulder of Romero to the feet of Atherinos. Wriggles his way down the sideline. Waring gets buffeted out of play. Chianchi. And now starting to streak forward, Chianchi again. Here's Cuba. Feigns across the first time. A few step overs. Clips it in, back post, and nearly bundled in by Albano. But coming across his line was Matt Marum. He closes down that little space that Albano was trying to puncture at the back posts. And the score remains 0-0. The best chance that Preston have had in the second half. It was Preston's subs getting involved. Cuba, Albano. Speaking of which, Dandenong City are about to make their first substitution of the game. Wade Decker is going to come on. Mid-season acquisition, Wade Decker, for his 17th appearance in the league season. Crossing Dandenong from the Thunder to City. And it's Harry Ascroft who's made his way off the park. It looks like Decker is going to play up on the line as well, so on the shoulder of the back four, which means Kim will be maybe a single pivot. Maybe they bring Latham a little deeper. Here's Waring. Here is Danny Kim. Decker with his first touch, going backwards, but keeping possession. Webster forced to go backwards. Preston engage the press. Every pass has to be perfect here from Dandenong City. And it is to get out of their own half. And that's an even better ball from Danny Kim. Here's Latham coming down the left sideline. Numbers in the box. Latham works it in. It's cleared away by Preston. Aetherinos. Can they get a second ball in? Aetherinos claiming he was dragged back by Bozanovsky. Referee didn't mind what he saw. Romero. Some pace injected into the game, some urgency. With about 20 minutes to go in regulation time. Thrown in by Jamal Ali. One back by Inaba, who was trying to claim a throw in there for Dandenong City, but it did come off his boot last. The contest hangs in the balance here at Frank Holohan Reserve. Both teams right on the brink of something they want. Top six for Dandenong City, a home final in the first week for Preston. Trying to manage this campaign, Australia Cup duties. And it's not that they'll be thinking about this right now, but Australian Championship right after all, that's over. A big schedule ahead for Preston. One task at a time. Bernardo was a little light there from the Argentine. And then he gives it away a second time as well. Bauer. Latham has just come a little deep for the time being since the removal of Harry Ascroft from the match. Maram, a delicate ball down the left towards Lino. Decker can't get past Ali. Cuba. Ali. Latham steps in. Latham is switched on. Steers it centrally to Waring. Skips around a couple. Still he goes Waring. Looking for Latham again. It was blocked by Ali, who closed down the passing lane. Waring's throwing his weight around. And now Cuba releases. Lovely looking pass to Albano, who collects neatly. John Albano plays it back to Romero. On the edge of the box, Romero's ball takes a deflection and pumped away by Lino. Chested down by Aetherinos. He's got Kubalay to deal with. Wins the foul. Oh, that is a bit of the dark arts there from Ollie Kubalay. He is not going to be cautioned by Jock Quartermain. bit cheeky from Kubalay, really. I don't think anyone would have appealed a yellow card. Nice ball into the area, and the offside flag has gone up. Last change coming up for the Preston Lions. Zach Chianchi's put in a good shift again, the young man. He's made an appearance in every game this season. He's coming off, and Naoki Suto is coming on. Last change for Zoran Markovski.
Do you understand the context of the game?
Like for like swap. The winger comes on.
That's disgusting, John.
Launched forward by Preston. Bonata dragged down by Inaba. Here's Albano again, causing more headaches. Spills out to Romero. Romero tries to place it into the top right corner. Just missing, only narrowly. The top right corner was there for Jason Romero, and he wasn't far off. Could have been a dagger to the heart of Dandenong City. They stay alive. The game stays alive. The season stays alive for Dandenong City. Into the final quarter of an hour of this match. Tensions rising high in the City dugout. Getting a bit hot under the collar. Matt Marum playing with a bit of fire there, the goalkeeper. And the hole is open here from the Dandenong defence. Here's Bernarda. The two centre-halves had to close down quickly. And they just see it away there, Dandenong City. That didn't really need to happen. Can't get sloppy now. Dandenong City. Preston are sharp. Here's Ali. Suto on the right wing. First touch and's coming on. Drops the shoulder. Gets to the byline. Floats the ball in onto the roof of the net for Naoki Suto. Substitution for Dandenong City coming up. Danny Kim is coming off. And it will be Corey Sewell coming on, who returns to the Dandenong City team. 30-year-old Queenslander. Versatile defensive player, Corey Sewell. Looks like he's going to come straight on into that midfield position for Danny Kim. Decker. Aetherinos. One back and then nearly given away by Preston. Kubalay's pass, slight deflection. Here is Sewell. Ricochets to Chesnick. Good first touch, takes him around Albano. Latham, neat footwork. Waring couldn't turn. Albano again. It's been a handful since coming on. Romero, it's been a handful all game. One of Preston's better players tonight. Here's Cuba, who lines it up to the bottom corner and misses narrowly. Preston starting to roll the dice a bit more now as this second half wears on. A couple of moments in a matter of minutes. Romero not that long ago. Sian Cuba now. They've been testing the defence of Dandenong City. Haven't quite tested the goalkeeper just yet. These attempts all off target, but getting close are the Lions. Too close for comfort if you're a City fan. Latham steps in on Kubalay. Aetherinos. Pirouette through midfield. And the referee's going to bring this one back for a foul here. Saw no advantage for Dandenong City.
The same one. Let's go, Jamie. Let's go, Jamie.
Could this be a moment here for Dandenong City? Oh, Latham wants to take it quickly. There was something there. Aetherinos had space around him, but it wasn't on the referee's whistle. The sneak attack nearly paid off, but not quite. Preston become a little bit more aware of the craftiness of Jamie Latham, so they put Naoki Suto right in front of him. He goes over the top instead to the back posts. Stabbed away by Burke Gilroy, only as far as Bauer. Decker leaves it for Sewell, and that one has been blasted out of the venue. Over the fence and far away.
Come on. Hurry him up, Chuck. Chuck, hurry him up, Chuck.
They've been trying to push the case, Dandenong City, in this second half, but it doesn't feel like they've gotten any closer than what they did in the first half. They haven't maybe quite made the progress they would have liked through this game. Preston are getting closer, as we've seen exhibited by their last couple of attempts at goal. That was a late challenge. The card's coming out, and it's going to be a yellow card for Noel Bernarda. Late challenge on the back of Jack Webster. Bernarda goes into the book. That's his 5th yellow card of the season as well, Noel Bernarda.
He's still got that gun in the pocket, though, I know you fuckwit. Hey?
Webster. And straight to the hands of Ryan Scott. Maybe hit that one with anger more than technique. Webster. Lino. Picked off here by Preston. Here goes Cuba, sprinting forward. They've got an outnumber. 4 against 3 here, Preston. It's Suto, straight to the goalkeeper. Stings the palms. He was taken down in the aftermath, Suto, waved away by the referee. And they couldn't capitalise on the breakaway. A 4 against 3 from Preston. The game is getting stretched now. Preston knocking on the door of a possible winner. Latham loses his footing. Bernarda. And completely out of range, that pass from Noel Bernarda. Dandenong City making another change. Jackson Lino is the one to come off. And coming on is Anastasios or Stasi Georgakopoulos coming on. Central midfielder comes on. Slightly more attacking look here for Dandenong City. Lino was labouring a bit towards the last couple of minutes of football. Caught behind in that breakaway. Looks like Bauer has gone to left back. Throw-in coming up for Jamal Ali. Here's Bauer. Couldn't puncture that one across midfield. The opportunity was there. And Preston can't capitalise. Georgakopoulos swings it back, his first touch. Latham. Decker. There's not a lot inboard. He's got Aetherinos central. He goes wide instead. Waring. Latham. Latham again. Will Bauer. It's a bit vacant right now in the area. They can't whip a ball in. Dandenong City. Wade Decker's just all by himself against the back four of Preston. A long throw again with Will Bauer now on the left sides. No, goes short instead. But the numbers are up for Dandenong City. Latham sends it in. Headed across by Decker. Scooped away from Waring. Comes back to Waring, is off balance and pokes it towards goal. Off target. Dandenong City becoming a little ragged now down the stretch. Will there be one clear golden chance for Dandenong City to try and pinch a win in their last home game of the season?
Count him down. Hurry this up, man. Come on. It's fucking 30 seconds has passed. Minimum, even more. Come on! Chuck, this is bullshit!
Ryan Scott taking every second. Scott clips it across to Burt Gilroy.
Work! Get it! Get it off him!
Dandenong City really can't settle for a draw. They can't afford to when you're leaving your fate in the hands of others. Romero. Looking for Suto. Plays it right into his path. Romero continues his run. Gets it back from Suto. Inside the box. Squares it. Looking for Suto again. But this time Aetherinos steps in between them. Preston have Dandenong City right where they want them. Deep in their own half. City start to send a few runners forward. Slight error there from Foligno. Just made amends for it. Bernarda. Suto. Preston Lions will work it across to the near sides. Burt Gilroy. Albano. Back to Burt Gilroy. Working ahead. Works it into the box. Here's Cuba. Bernarda. Got shuffled backwards by Bauer. Suto's being chased by Latham. Bozanovsky. Forward to Ali. Harassed by Decker. Back to Bozanovsky. Suto flicks it forward to Cuba. Gets himself away from Sewell. Sends it into the area down low. Webster, easy pickings for the defender. High clearance. And off Bauer. Time running out. Just a few minutes away before we find out the injury time. Albano. Clipped late by Chesnick. And this is going to be Preston's MO for the last couple of minutes of the game, is just to try and take up or chew up seconds, minutes in their own half. Not totally withdrawing their intent to find a winner, but not as hell-bent on it as Dandenong City certainly are. Possession game to the end is the ideal conclusion to this one for Zoran Markovski. Bozanovski. Ali. It's got Suto and Romero down the line. It reaches Romero. Skips in fields. Romero lays it off to Cuba. Didn't quite sit right for him on the angle. Gian Albano. Nice looking ball to the back post for Ali. Lays it off to Suto. And that's another ball on the roof. Got right underneath that Naoki Suto. Now rolled up off his ankle and went over out of the ground. Only a moment now until the fourth official shows his board. And it will be 5 minutes of additional time here at the end of this match. No goals yet. Will we get a late winner? Preston won 1-0 when these two sides met back in round 12. On that occasion, it was the first half goal from George Michailidis. Will there be a late goal for Preston? Will there be a late goal for Dandenong City, who need it more to keep the finals hopes alive? Here's Jamal Ali getting forward, slaloming through the traffic. Works it back to Bernarda, and it's come off Aetherinos in a corner here for Preston. A loss for Dandenong City will pretty much, in fact it will mathematically end their finals chances. So conceding here will be fatal. Preston send it into the hands of Marum, who judges the traffic well ahead of him and now bowls it out. Latham whisks it forwards towards Aetherinos, sprinting ahead and upended by Kubalay. Will there be a card shown here? Latham's in the face of Kubalay, and there will be a yellow for Ollie Kubalay, who will admit, I'm sure, in secrecy afterwards, that he committed the professional foul.
That's a send-off. That's the difference. That is the fucking difference.
Probably not so secret for all of you watching at home. But now a set piece for Dandenong City, most importantly. A chance, a morsel here for Hajduk. Will it be an injury time winner for Dandenong City? Or will the Preston defence stand up again as they have done all season? The best defence in the league. Dandenong City send it in, and it's straight into the hands of Ryan Scott, who releases quickly. Romero's already to the halfway line. He's got options centrally. Swings it into the feet of Suto. Taps it around the corner towards Cuba. Very heavy touched forwards. And that will roll out for a goal kick. It's hurried football now for Dandenong City. A draw isn't the worst fate, but it's going to make things really tough for them. They need results to go their way next week, in particular with George Cross. Here goes Suto. Now Bernarda. He can cut it back. Romero was lining it up. He was waiting to strike that one home, but it was taken out of his path. The attacking stocks are thin right now for Dandenong City. Here's Decker, very wide. Works it in fields. Latham. Georgakopoulos. Back to Chesnick. Little flat-footed on the edge of the final third. Dandenong City throw in coming up.
Go, Guthrie. Come on, Guthrie. Let's go, Guthrie.
Now committing all their numbers forwards. Long throw in comes in for Dandenong City. Comes out the back. Sewell had a quick swipe at it. Decker was there as well. Cleared off by the Lions. Latham. He's given a little shove. Chases back and collects Jamie Latham. City keeping the numbers up. They have to.
Great ball, Jamie. Great ball.
A ball out to the left for Decker. Cuts in on his right. Plays it in low. Cleared away by Felino. Heaved clear by Suto. And now it's Bernardo in the centre circle. He's got one ahead. He couldn't find him. It was Romero. Cleared away by Sewell. High to the other end. Time ticking away. How many more chances might they get, Dandenong City? Webster chasing down everything. Suto. Webster's out there limping right now. He's caught something potentially. Cramp coming into play. Georgakopoulos throws it into Sewell. Thumps it forward. Flag stays down on Bauer. Here's Bauer in the box. And Burke Gilroy stood right in front of him. Corner coming up for Dandenong City. The keeper's coming up as well. Matt Marham's going to get inside the area. Last chance. Final seconds of this game. Corner to be taken by Bauer. Everyone's in there. Bauer sends it in front post. Headed behind. Secondary corner coming up. There will be time to take it. Latham's going to come up now and take this set piece for Dandenong City. This is it. Last play of the game.
Get in there, Timmy. It's the last play, Timmy. Get in there.
Latham sends it in. Back post. Inner rises. Sewell's there. Cleared away. Back behind again. And we will get another corner. Referee not blowing his whistle just yet. Hearts in mouths. The referee's going to come in and just sort a few things out, make sure everything's above board.
Go, start. It's the last play. Go. It's the last play.
Everyone is being committed forwards. It's played short by Latham. He'll work it in on the angle towards the back post. Sewell comes back to him on the edge of the box, and Scott dives on top of it. And that is full time at Frank Holohan. And Dandenong City's season hangs by a thread. A 0-0 draw here in the penultimate game of the home and away season. It will all come down to next week for Dandenong City. Tight, tense game. The season hangs by a thread for Dandy City. Full time. Dandenong City 0, Preston Lions 0. It was a game full of fight, full of tension, right down the stretch of the season. 1 week to go. And there is a mountain to climb for last season's runners-up to try and make the top 6 again. The awarded points to Dandenong City has helped them from the last week or so, given a booster of 3 points by way of a forfeit from Green Gully a couple of weeks for a game played a couple of weeks earlier. So it's right there, but they've still got to get past Heidelberg, still have to get past George Cross on the table, and it's a tough ask going away next week to Oakley Cannons. That is it for our coverage here tonight from Frank Holohan Reserve in the 2026 Senol NPL Victoria season. Thank you for your company. There's still more games to come tomorrow. Heidelberg and South Melbourne, and then 1 week left of the home and away season next week. We'll see you then here on our coverage of NPL Victoria football.